Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're new, I'm Aspie. I'm all about creating mental health as well as taking you all on a journey with my conditions with mental health and autism, along with also tips and advice, as well as hopefully insane there's a variety of fun and games and just seeing what my life is like as an autistic. So if you're into any of these, feel free to subscribe on the bottom right hand corner, and in doing so, if you do decide to subscribe, feel free to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. So as you're aware, if you've been following me right now, as said before, that this is part of the autism and microgut biomes or so on and so forth series that I'm trying to do up for someone that has suggested that they wanted to know more. So this one's obviously part of the leaky gut syndrome series that I'm doing right now. This is the second part, obviously, part 3, episode 2, the best foods to heal the leaky gut. Obviously, as I said before in the previous video, though, before we continue, that this is known as also for leaky gut syndrome, intestinal permeability syndrome, which is a condition in which the gut lining is damaged, basically. And also just touch briefly on actually the problem with the leaky gut syndrome with a few illustrations here and there that will give you a bit clearer understanding on this. Now this one, for the second part of the episode, part 3 of the episode 2, basically this one I will briefly go over some of the top foods that has been clearly suggested that will help the body heal and seal that leaky gut. As we know, food is our medicine, so whatever we use in the kitchen, some things that we eat, you know, herbs, spices and stuff, they do have their health benefits, versus also some other superfoods that could go a long way with it too. So hopefully in saying this we can understand it a bit more, but we need to bear in mind though, it's important to know that everyone is different and may respond in their own unique way to the various foods that I am going to list today on these top 10 I'm going to share. So, you know, got to remember that what one man's medicine can be to another person as an individual's poison. So try consuming these foods and pay attention to how your body responds to them, hearsay as well in saying this. If you see any of the unwanted symptoms, then stop eating that particular food item again, and then, you know, most of you may respond best or well to some of these or all of these foods that I'm sharing, but some of us may be more sensitive to others and may find, you know, at least 5 or 6 of these foods may respond well. So it's a matter of give and take, just trial and error. And in saying this, also maybe to do like I suggested in the very first piece of autism and microbiomes part 1 or part 2, I mentioned about the food elimination diet, as well as it's also in a separate video somewhere which you will hopefully see in the icon above me if you want to find out more about what that is all about. You can stop this video right now and go to this and then return back to the video, or you can just return to that, go to that video after this once this is finished. As well as in saying this though, I clearly strongly advise to seek medical advice from your doctor before you do anything drastic to the drastic changes of what you want to do in your diet or what have you, because as we know, basically we can do more harm than good. So, you know, there's another food for thought too. As you know, I'm no medical doctor as well, just to put it out there. I'm just your normal Joe blogs, and any of the videos that may have been health related in the past and present, please seek medical advice or seek an opinion for yourself or your loved one, because I don't condone self-harm from any of this. So let's get into the top 10 food categories that hopefully will help with the leaky gut syndrome. The first and foremost is number 1 is bone broth. As I've researched, bone broth has a variety of nutrients that can act to soothe an overactive immune system while providing the body with raw materials to rebuild stronger and healthier cells. This is why it's an incredibly healing food to have when the food is encountering stress from the bacterial or viral infections such as digestive disorders, as well as the leaky gut syndrome that we're clearly sharing today. Bone broth can be made from any animal with bones, and the most popular soap bones include those of fish, chicken, turkey, beef, lamb and venison. These bones house a variety of powerful nutrients that become released when they are slowly simmered into the water for a few hours. These nutrients include bone marrow, which helps provide the raw materials for healthy blood cells and immune development. The goal here is to try and drink at least 8 ounces 2 times daily of either the homemade, which they reckon is best, or an organic store-bought variety of this bone broth. Number 2 is coconut oil. This is one of the healthiest foods on the planet and is the best natural source of the medium chain of triglycerides, and you may have seen coconut oil used in certain cookings from people that's doing certain diets as well. This one, obviously, with this medium chain of triglycerides, will help the body to burn fat, reduce the inflammation, and heal the gut line. Coconut oil is especially rich in lauric acid, which is found in a high quantity within mother's milk and is known to be a powerful antimicrobial agent that kills off the bad bacteria and yeast. I recommend using coconut oil to cook with and put in shakes and smoothies. Many people may find it yuck, but it may work. You can also apply it to your skin, where it will help to moisturize and improve the skin microbiome. On the skin, it will also cross into the bloodstream and have the positive effect on your physiology. If you don't like the coconut flavour, then use a high quality MCT oil, which has the same benefits but no coconut flavour. The goal here is to use at least 3 to 4 tablespoons of virgin coconut oil or XCT oil daily and shake smoothies applied to the skin when using cooking and poured onto the food afterwards. Coconut butter. This contains all the benefits of the coconut oil as mentioned, but it also contains the coconut flour where all the fibre of the coconut is. The coconut fibre is a great probiotic that helps to feed and support the healthy microbiomes inside the body. You can use coconut butter in a wide variety of recipes, including fudge cakes, donuts, holes, healthy Oreo cookies, and so much more. Your aim here for your goal is to get at least 2 tablespoons of coconut butter in your diet daily, either in addition to coconut oil or replacement for the coconut oil. There's a large amount of coconut butter, which will then find the base in many recipes, basically on many websites worldwide. Apple cider vinegar. This fermented tonic is a natural antimicrobial that kills off bad bacteria such as H. pylori, which is associated with acid reflux and stomach ulcers. It is also loaded with enzymes and organic acids that improve the digestive process, stabilize blood sugar levels, and induce inflammation throughout the body. I try my hardest, even though I haven't done it in the past, using apple cider vinegar, 1 to 2 tablespoons in a bowl of water, and maybe dilute it down with a bit of honey. And on some certain foods, particularly maybe meat and vegetable dishes that requires it, the acids in the apple cider vinegar helps to pre-digest the meat and veggies, which reduces the stress on the digestive system. It also improves the production and flow of digestive juices such as stomach acid, bile, and pancreatic enzymes. The goal here is to use 3 to 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar daily in water and on foods. Always get this raw with the mother intact. Many people suggest the Bragg's brand, but you can use other brands as well for this. Grass-fed ghee. Grass-fed butter and ghee are loaded with powerful gut-supportive nutrients, including a large amount of fat-soluble vitamins such as vitamin A, D, E, and K2. They also have omega-3 fatty acids and a small chain fat called butyric acid that therefore helps feeds the intestinal cells and reduces gut and whole body inflammation. Ghee is a clarified butter in which all these lactose, season, and whey are removed, and it's just the fat solids that will remain inside it. Many individuals with leaky gut tend to have sensitivities to lactose, season, and whey, and so I only recommend ghee for those type individuals, and it is usually tolerated very well. I would recommend melting it on steamed vegetables where it tastes amazing, or adding it to soups, teas, or coffee. The goal here for this one is based on using 2 to 4 tablespoons of grass-fed ghee. Purity Farms is a good brand. Gelatin and collagen are the main nutrients in the bone broth, as mentioned earlier, and so they are rich in the key amino acid groups that will help make up for our joints, gut lining, and skin. Using the products as additional healthy protein to the diet and provides the key building blocks for these supportive structures in the body. In this case, these are also considered beauty foods because they help to strengthen the skin tissue, reducing skin damage and wrinkle formation. In this way, they help to improve complexion, and reduce the effects of aging on the skin. By strengthening the gut lining, they reduce whole body inflammatory levels and improve digestive function, neurological health, and thyroid function, among many other things. Always look for a grass-fed source of gelatin and collagen peptides. Gelatin can be used to make collagen marshmallows or to thicken up soups and stews. We have, obviously, if you look properly enough in certain health stores, grass-fed gelatin. Collagen peptides can be used in a similar manner as any other protein powder in smoothies and shakes. The goal here is to have 2 to 4 scoops daily in smoothies, collagen marshmallows, soups and stews. You can also use the organic bone broth collagen protein, which is full of collagen protein from the chicken bones that are rich in type 2 collagen, which is what makes up the intestinal lining. Grass-fed beef collagen is rich in type 1 and type 3 collagen, which is the best source for your joints of the body. Number 7. Ginger is composed of key essential oils that act as a strong antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, and antiparasitic agents. In addition to this, it limits the cancer cell formation while firing up our body's immune system in order to destroy cancer cells formerly present. Additionally, ginger helps protect the body stores of the super antioxidant and free radical destroyer glutathione. Ginger is also one of the world's best anti-nausea agents that can also improve the production of digestive juices such as your stomach acid, bile, and pancreatic enzymes. Adequate digestive flow is extremely key for healing a leaky gut and reducing gut related inflammation that would cause leaky gut. Here are some great ways to use ginger here as suggestions. 1. Drink a cup of organic ginger tea every day or use 2 drops of ginger essential oil in the water. 2. Grate fresh ginger or use dried ginger on your salad, meats and steamed veggies. 3. Again, drink Brad's ginger ale or any ginger ale for that matter. Ginger, apple cider vinegar, water and stevia taste great. 4. Get some ginger root and put an inch or so in per 8 ounces of your juice. Any more than that could probably give too much to the bite. As I said, as a goal, find 2 ways to get ginger into your body each day. Peppermint is considered a carminative herb which usually stimulates the digestive system, improves the bone of the intestinal membrane. Carminatives contain essential oils that help to expel the gas and ease any sort of gut-related gripping pains you may have experienced with the leaky gut syndrome. Additionally, carminative herbs such as the like of peppermint help to tone the mucous membrane and increase the gut-related muscle contractions called peristalsis in order to move the food and waste through the system gently. The menthol component of the peppermint is a natural muscle relaxer which acts to relax the smooth muscles in the gut when they are over-contracting. This has been shown to help relieve symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome, indigestion, and acid foods basically can provide the body with beneficial microorganisms, live bioactive enzymes, organic acids, and B vitamins. These nutrients, however, help to improve the digestive functions of the body by stimulating the production of healthy stomach acid levels, bile, and pancreatic enzymes necessary for optimal digestion. Some of my favourite foods I've heard about that can be used daily is sauerkraut, kimchi, pickles, coconut water, kefir, coconut milk, yogurt, and kefir, and grass-fed dairy, kefir, and MC. The goal here is to consume 4 ounces of fermented drinks such as coconut water, kefir, and 4 ounces of fermented veggies such as sauerkraut or kimchi daily. Pumpkin seeds are a great source of zinc, B vitamins, and magnesium, which are all key elements for good digestive function. They are also one of the world's strongest natural antiparasitic agents and help to expel all different forms of parasites, including the very challenging tapeworm. You can definitely cook these up after consuming a pumpkin and add some salt for a great snack. However, for regular consumption, it's best to get pre-shelled sprouted raw pumpkin seeds to remove any sort of anti-nutrient lectins. The goal here is to consume 2 to 4 ounces of sprouted raw pumpkin seeds daily in salads or as a snack. Well, this quickly ends part 3, episode 2 for the best foods, basically to help with your leaky gut. Hope you learned something. Smash the like if you like this. Comment below if you suffer from leaky gut syndrome and if you think that some of the other stuff that may not have been said of what you do to prevent this leaky gut syndrome or help your gut, feel free to share this with us.
Also, in saying this, don't forget that I have got a merch store that I'm trying to hopefully add a bit more style designs in the next 2 months or so to hopefully help with extra funding, along with the crowdfunding page of basically the Patreon account. For those of you who are new today, Patreon is like a subsidy account for us creators, be it music creators, content creators that are doing mental health, or water form it is that they're using as a form of the platform on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever else they may likely to fly about. Basically, it's a bit about giving back to you guys when you do support, so if you feel to donate to me, big or small, no pressure basically, but it'd be much appreciated if you did. But hey, this will cover my cost of my rent, the travel when I do some more traveling with Aspie series, or just traveling in general if I decide in the near future to meet you guys, versus also basically hopefully my aim for this year or end of this year, fingers crossed, is to get that camera I've been wanting, that's on my watch list, so to speak, as well as maybe better recording equipment, so to speak, with the camera setup and whatnot, so that I'm not solely relying on my phone and many other parts of the thing. And in saying this, with the Patreon account, basically you'll see that I've been trying to do some benefits and ties for you to give back to you as a thank you for, you know, joining with me, even though some of it will be maybe for free, some of it, you know, maybe need out of my pocket to send you guys certain stuff, be it if it may be if you donate to a certain amount, merch of your choice, versus basically maybe if I can afford to print out a copy of my book that I did 3 years ago, if you're interested in reading my life story more there. And I'm saying this also just to let you guys know down that I've got some projects in the works that I'm still hoping that if anyone wants to participate for project number 1 of the Journey Through the Mind series, that you may have seen Lydia, who was the first participant from Life with Lydia, basically sharing her life story. So I'm hoping to do short bullets of documentary style stories basically based on this. And in saying this, basically, if you want to be on the bandwagon in any way for that, feel free to comment below. As well as saying this, the second project of it was supposed to be an icebreaker for you guys, just to answer a series of questions. And if you do decide to come back for the second part of that Journey Through the Mind series to be a more depth storyline, please feel free, because I'm hoping later today, if all goes to plan, and I'm hoping to maybe get someone on the side to maybe animate them or what have you. And I'm saying this also, if you've seen some of my other videos, be it through my, you know, poetry, my baking with Aspie and everything else, please let me know what you would see more of, because at this point of time, it's all about giving back to you guys regardless. But I know I should be focusing solely on mental health and awareness and acceptance and inclusion as an advocate, but I would like to try and bring in some mixture of things so I don't, you know, bore you guys, so that you can just, instead of getting to know me, maybe getting to know others that were interested in coming into play. And then there's also just a heads up, basically I was hoping in the works later today to do a second part of my book that I did based on my life of an Aspie, looking through the life of Asperger's syndrome or something along those. I'll link the link in the description below based on that as well, so that if any one of you that are maybe autistic and are from the autistic community groups and you're interested in participating, let me know, so that maybe we can get the ball rolling and get the short stories done and up as well as a third part of my book series, because I'm still thinking that there are certain topics I may have not touched base on from the first part of my book of the Journey Through Life with Asperger's syndrome of mine. And to wrap it up, basically I have some other funding pages, like basically GoFunding or some other funding page that I've got, that if you're interested in maybe doing it through there instead of through basically Patreon, but as you know, Patreon and this other one, you have the option of PayPal and just insert bank account details and whatnot. I'm also in this also, I'm trying to keep my blog up to date so I can create it as a website hopefully as of before next year, because that's my main goal. I'm still looking for someone who is willing to actually maybe help me design it from WordPress to actually put this web address in and stuff and tidy it up so that we can actually put other bits and pieces in that you may want to see on there, so to speak, if you've seen it, sort of thing. You know, hopefully you're enjoying some of the read-ups of what I write, even though it's similar to what I share with you guys of certain videos I may have put out, sort of thing. So it's easier for you guys when you come onto my WordPress site, that if you're a visual person instead of like a reader person, some of it is similar, but it should hopefully have some bits and pieces. And also in saying this, I'm at this point of time been away for a few times too because of the subtitling I'm doing. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and do what you love what you do. Until next time, I'll see you again too. Ciao for now.